glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
All eyes in the college football universe are on Bloomington, Indiana. Can the perfect Indiana Hoosiers run it back this season? Curt Cignetti has already been fiery and feisty in the offseason, challenging players to have a higher standard. Josh Hoover transfers in for TCU, and these fans are ready to run it back here in Bloomington. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So Western Kentucky's offense as they take control of the football first. And now taking the field, Rodney Tisdale. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Using his legs, it's Allen. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Tisdale. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Great place to start for this offense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nobody open, he just throws it away and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Hands it off on the counter. Stop right there. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Tisdale. Look out! Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right side, it's Humphries. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Out wide right, it's Barker.
Nice job. Making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Running inside, it's Beebe. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Beebe. Fights off a defender. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads in the nick of time. They'll need a bunch. Second down. Quick give. It's Richard. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. They're all over him. Right side, it's Preston. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Uh-oh, look out. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff again. All over him immediately. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Hits inside, it's Beebe. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his target down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Beebe.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there. And eventually, it collapsed on him.
Well, and especially in 3rd and short, Reese, like, pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a 1st down. And you got to have that awareness after a couple seconds in the pocket, especially on that 3rd and short situation.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Carroll. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, it's Allen. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Tisdale. Looking left. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Fields the punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Beebe. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Follows his blocks. It's Beebe. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Nice move there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They were all over it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Tisdale. He's got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The kick is on its way. On the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Caught in the backfield. It's Beebe. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Out wide right, it's Preston. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. In the red area, it's Beebe. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Beebe. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Tisdale. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Running inside, it's Beebe. Shakes off the defender.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Turns up, it's Becker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Quick give. It's Beebe. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Delayed handoff. It's Richard. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tough run here. It's Beebe. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pulls it, fired, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the move, he fires. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, pressure's coming. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The option, the keeper. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used the timeout. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Humphreys. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Back to throw, it's Tisdale. On the move and looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll give it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Caught, it's Becker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Looking to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Hits inside, it's Allen. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Searching for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The snap, wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch, it's Preston. And he was
is off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 13 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Gamecocks looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bloomington. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
From the gun, it's Beebe. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Caught behind the line. It's Flowers. Pulled to the ground. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Tisdale. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Drops back on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Holds on, it's Becker. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Enough to move the chains. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Indiana! And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The run inside. It's Allen. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Second and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Catch in the middle. It's Azira. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The give. Got enough for the first down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when this is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Rush is on, and he avoids the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Throws quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits the hole, it's Allen. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I love it, man. Staying aggressive as a defense. That's what's got them the lead so far. Nice job bringing more guys to the line of scrimmage that they can block, causing the fumble, falling on it, and capitalizing on the momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Off play action. Left side is Barker. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. Driving forward, it's Richard. Nice move to keep running.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Look out. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Cuts it upfield. It's Allen. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Straight ahead, it's Richard. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Tisdale. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Out wide left, it's Flowers. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Hicks. And he's brought down after a short gain. Defense might bring the house here. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Right at the line. Pulled down there, but they'll move. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help.